In this demonstration video, we will set up an AWS account. This is an optional lecture, so feel free to skip it if you already have an AWS account. Also, please note that all the AWS-based labs in this course can be accessed directly from the browser without setting up an AWS account. So to start off, let's go to aws.amazon.com from the web browser. And once the page has been loaded, click on the button on the top right that says Create an AWS account. Once you do that, you'll be asked to fill in an email address and password. So make sure that you use a valid email address. This email ID will be used as the root account that we'll make use of to log into the management console for the first time. Next, let's select an appropriate password. Let's also confirm the same password. We can also add an AWS account name. So in this case, I'm going to make use of the same name called Terraform-demo. And once this is done, click on Continue. In this next page, we'll have to add in the contact information. This account is intended for personal usage and we'll be making use of the free tier. So click on the personal account type. Make sure that all the mandatory fields have been filled and we can then click on Continue. So once we have entered all the mandatory information, click on the AWS customer agreement and click on Create Account and Continue. Next, we have to enter the payment information. This is a mandatory step even though we'll be making use of the free tier. Once you have entered all the payment information, click on Verify and Add. We'll now be asked to verify our phone number. So in this example, let's select SMS and enter the phone number and insert the security check. You can also optionally use a voice call to get the security code. So once you get the security code, enter it in this screen here and click on Verify Code. Next, click on Continue. In this final step, you'll be asked to select a support plan. Since we are interested in only making use of the free tier and do not need any extended support from AWS, let's click on the basic plan. And that's it, our account is now set up. Next, click on the Go to the AWS Management Console button. And here click on Root User and enter the same email address that we used to create this account. And enter the same password. We are now inside the AWS Management Console. To see all the services offered by AWS, click on the Services tab on the top left. As you can see, there are plenty of services listed here which are grouped under several categories. Under Compute, we can see services like EC2, Lambda, Elastic Beanstalk, and under Storage, we can see services like S3, EFS, Storage Gateway. Under Databases, we have DBs such as the RDS and DynamoDB. And if you scroll a little bit down, you can see that we have a group called Security, Identity, and Compliance. And here we have IAM, which stands for Identity and Access Management. We'll get introduced to some of these services later in the course. But first, we'll start off with the introduction to IAM, which is the next lecture.